trash, I won't pop back, cause they want that. Type in all caps and it's all cap, fall back. I get called whack, no response track. Put the bomb back, suck my ball sack, probably want that, ew.
Hey, give me all the hate. You know how it go online, ain't nobody safe. Like, hey, see me face to face, probably want an autograph and brag about it for days. Like, hey, biting my tongue, you want your 50 minutes, boy, but I ain't the one. Like, hey, we don't get along, but I ain't making you famous saying your name in the song.
Let them talk trash, I won't pop back, cause they want that. Type in all caps and it's all cap, fall back. I get called whack, no response track. Put the bomb back, suck my ball sack, probably want that, ew.
Every generation has voices that rise above the noise, that speak truth even when silence feels safer. And they would rather die and fight on their feet than live on their knees. From struggle to the spotlight, he built a name from the ground up. No shortcuts or apologies, just pure grit and talent. Adam Calhoun has risen to the top of the game, one record and one album at a time. With every verse and every hook, Adam's proven that independence still wins. Every lyric bleeds honesty, every line a reflection of hard lessons learned through even harder days. He's a soldier turned storyteller and a fighter turned father. Despite facing a sea of critics and haters, he built an army through his words. He's a voice for the working class, a relentless reminder to every proud American to work hard and never give up. He didn't ask for permission or forgiveness and continues to speak his truth unapologetically. He's helped redefine country rap and levels up with every track he drops. He's grown through the struggles he's faced and the blessings he's earned. He takes nothing for granted and has remained loyal and honest despite his fame. He's a blueprint for independence, a reminder that legacy is earned, not given. And we were humbled to sit down with the man himself. This was more than just an interview. Stories told by the man who lived it. Raw and real, he opens up about his struggles, life on tour, and shares memories from his career. On November 15th, Speaking in Lyrics welcomes the one and only Adam Calhoun. You're not going to want to miss this.
We can get it on. Who want more? I'm so fucked up in this place. I can't feel my face, my face. You can call the law. They ain't gonna come. I'm so fucked up in this place. I can't feel my face, my face. I'm crazy. All my people crazy. I'm crazy. All my people crazy. Running, get your gun, son. You don't want none. I'm so fucked up in this place. I can't feel my face, my face. You can...
Everyone always asks the same question. Who's the next big thing in independent music? A voice that will change the game or a story that cuts through the noise? As months turn into years, the hunt never ends. But today, the answer is right in front of you. This is TJ Sanders. Raised in the heartbeat of small-town hustle, TJ's journey began long before the spotlight found him. Growing up, music was his refuge. The late nights, the scribbled rhymes, grinding day in and day out, holding on to hope for that one chance. He's worked hard, faced doubts, watched doors close, and still kept pushing forward because he believed in something bigger. Then the grind paid off. TJ released mixtapes that hit home with those who felt unseen. He hit stages where the crowd knew every line before the hook dropped. He made friends out of fans and turned fans into believers. He didn't wait for permission, he made his own path. Now, he's building his legacy, authentic, unfiltered, and real. His voice carries those who've been overlooked. His beats carry those chasing the dream. Independent by choice, driven by purpose, TJ Sanders isn't just another artist. He's a movement. So, if you're looking for what's next, look no further and stay tuned, because when TJ takes the stage, the world listens. This is just the beginning. Speaking in Lyrics would like to welcome TJ Sanders.
Hey, what up, fam? Welcome back to the channel. It's me, your girl Lacey, and your girl Carol with an E.
That's me, guys.
And we have a special guest with us today. Welcome, TJ Sanders.
Hello.
Hello.
Shout out to the chat, Miss Tabitha. I see you. She said back-to-back interviews, so she must have watched you last night.
Yeah, Tabitha, big supporter.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
she's awesome.
Yeah.
She is
One of the
awesome.
best.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she really is.
Also Kicks by Famous. Also,
Yeah.
which can't wait. Shout out. I don't know when they wrote that, but shout out to them. How you doing tonight?
I'm doing all right. How y'all doing?
Doing
Good. Pretty
Yeah.
good.
Living the dream.
Yeah.
Running on hopes and dreams,
So-
basically.
sleepless dreams.
Yeah.
I feel that.
So we are here to talk about your new track that's dropping tomorrow, Thursday at 6:30 p.m. EST. Is that right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah. Let's see. That's called "Help Me Fall."
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm excited to hear it. We did a couple reactions the other night during our live stream, and we actually did the 3 that you suggested, and we really liked them.
Yes.
There was one in particular. I think for me it was our hardworking angels. That was that one really really hit. But they
Actually,
were all really really good.
Hardworking Angels is one we had some questions about.
Well,
Like-
and I
yeah.
definitely want to dive into that.
Yeah, perfect.
So, but since we're getting to know you, I'm curious. I know that you've been at this for a while and stuff. We are just now finding you. I'm curious, how did you get here? What got you into music in the first place? Like, where did the journey start?
So, I mean, as far as like music in general, I started playing guitar when I was like 12. I don't play it really anymore. I played it pretty consistently for, a few years when I was young, and then kind of grew away from it and just kind of being a normal shithead teenager and stuff. And then later on, I started rapping, doing the rap thing around, or trying to do the rap thing around like 18 or so, 18 or 19. And done it pretty inconsistently for 2 or 3 years. And then, life happened and stuff, and I didn't do any music at all for probably about 8 years. And then I just got back in it. I think the time when I got back in it was probably around like 2023, and just kind of slowly started getting stuff together for a studio and messing around with it and learning stuff. And then probably only about a little over a year ago, I decided to give it a real go.
Okay.
And I started actually doing music videos, I think right at a year ago, maybe 13 months or something like that.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. So when you first started rapping, who were your like big influences that kind of shifted your attention in that direction?
I mean, so I'm not really much for like old hip hop or like hip hop history or anything. I've just kind of always been the guy that just kind of listened to, whatever was put in front of me. So like when I was younger, like introduction to hip hop was the obvious ones. Like for my age, it was like Eminem, obviously, and 50 Cent, because like that was at the first point where it started kind of going, where hip hop started kind of going more, mainstream or whatever, however you want to put that. And then, well, for me anyways, because up until that point, all I had listened to was like what my parents played, which was like 90s country. And like my mom loved like hair bands and stuff, like Guns N' Roses and Poison and all that kind of stuff.
So did I. So
Oh, yeah, me
I'm
too.
probably
Yeah.
old enough to be your mom, to be honest.
Wow.
But I'm not sure how old you are. But I probably.
I'm 30.
close.
I'm 33. I'll be 34.
Yeah.
now.
So yeah, I
You'd be a
technically
young
could.
mom. Yeah.
Yeah. I'd be a young mom, but I technically could. Yeah.
Yeah.
I got
But,
about 10 years on you.
Yeah. So, but I mean, as far as like later on, like when I really, really started to like rap and stuff, was around like the high school days and stuff with like we had like mixtape Lil Wayne and Kendrick popped out and Drake popped out, and like my favorites was like Yellow Wolf and Mac Miller was like top.
R.I.P.
Yeah.
R.I.P. Mac.
Mhm.
So I'd say Mac and Yellow are probably like my biggest influences. I would say, just like as far as like pushing me to like feel like it was okay for me to rap, I guess, if that makes any sense. Just like
Yeah.
being like Yellow being a white dude from Alabama and playing on the hillbilly redneck stuff in the beginning there, and then Mac just kind of making it okay to be a rapper but not be a gangster. You know what I'm saying? Just
Right.
be like
Yeah.
yourself type thing. So yeah.
Yeah, awesome. Well, so just to follow up on that too, or expand on it, since you are in this independent lane, that like back then there was no YouTube to do this and stuff, but now that there is there anybody in the independent genre or lane scene that you are like that you kind of look up to now as far as or like find influence in like what they're doing?
I mean, lately, if I'm being honest, like I don't want to just say no. I mean, I would say like Yellow would still be one, but as far as like looking up to, it depends on what aspect you're speaking on. Because like creatively, I've kind of gotten to where I try not to do that because like early on, when I did rap when I was younger, and every once in a while I'll still get it. Like the only person you'll ever see me compared to is Mac. Like those are the only comments I've ever gotten. I've never had anybody say, "Oh, this sounds like whatever." But when I was younger, like I had to try real hard to like not sound like Buddy because I listened to him so much, and like I feel like our voices have like a similar texture too. So you know what I mean? So like whenever I would, if I get on a boom bap beat, it's gonna sound just like Mac Miller. Like there's just no way around it. So I like intentionally avoid certain styles and stuff so that I don't do that. And lately, like I done got to where I almost don't even listen to more music. I'm just now getting back to where like I'll listen to music more now, and other than like stuff I'm working on. But for months there, I mean months and months, close to a year, like I almost only listened to like podcasts and stuff just so that I wouldn't like bring in any outside influence. But as far as like
makes
just
you your own person,
right.
Makes you your own.
But I mean, as far as like just people like looking up to them in a sense of like accomplishments and how they move and how they work and work ethic and things like that. I mean, it would be, probably like in this lane, probably like Target and Adam and those guys, man, like just the work ethic, it's just like, I feel like those guys set a good example, for, as far as like the work ethic and that kind of stuff goes. So.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah, both.
That's kind of what I was curious about.
Yeah,
like,
totally hard workers.
Just because it's definitely new. Like, I was listening to an interview with another artist, Max Streets. He was doing it with one of our friends, and he. I just lost my train of thought. Damn it. ADHD like a mother. I forgot the whole thing. I can't remember what we were talking about. Oh, he didn't know about reaction videos. That's what it was. He mentioned that he didn't know like people reacted to music and stuff until I had like kind of just hit him up, and I was like, hey, we've been reacting to your music. I really like it. Like, do you want to come on and talk about it or whatever? And he didn't even know reactors were a thing. Did you before you kind of like when you started doing this?
Yeah. Because I mean, I've always consumed like music content, like even when I wasn't making music, because I love to make music. So, I'm in the years that I wasn't making music, I was still like, I probably still paid more attention to like my favorite artists than, the average listener would, you know what I'm saying? Like watching interviews or, the algorithm will naturally feed me that type of content. And along with that, you kind of get the reaction videos and stuff. So yeah, I've definitely been aware of it for sure.
Yeah. So I love that it's kind of like independent music and a couple like reaction videos tend to be like almost like free promotion. It's like a very symbiotic relationship. And now that now there's like a whole independent industry versus mainstream like label industry. And people are out here doing it. They're living their dream, on their own terms. And that's what I really love about independent music. So
Yeah, because you have the opportunity to do what you want, say you want, how you want it, and you don't have anybody dictating to you.
Yeah.
No, we don't want that one, or no, we need a better radio hit, or no, we, you don't have any of that.
You have control of your art.
Literally, because that's an art, literally an art, because I can't do it. You know what I mean? So I feel like anybody that has a special talent, like that's a form of art, no matter what it is.
No, absolutely. So what, since you have only been putting out videos for, you said like a year now, roughly?
Yeah, I think my first music video was right at a year ago, maybe like 13, maybe 14 months at most. Yeah.
Okay. All right. How did you find out about the rundown, and where does that fit into that year exactly?
Okay, so I didn't even know about this whole YouTube community, like between like you guys and like the Chatter Zone and like Triple T and like the Trailer Made guys, and then like all these other reaction channels and stuff like Chop, Captain Kurt, like all these people. I didn't even know that like this, because to me it's like a whole community over here, whether they're fighting with each other or not. It's like a it's a collective of channels and viewers and fans and artists that all kind of move in this same community of YouTube. So I didn't know anything about it. I knew of like the main head guys and some of the other higher level like independent guys in this lane that I listened to just naturally, like that would come up on my Spotify and stuff. But I was actually, around the time I started getting back into music again, I was tapped in real heavy with the that Kendrick and Drake beef. And
Oh yeah.
and I had a buddy that had let me get like signed into like his YouTube premium or whatever. So I was watching YouTube a lot, and I was watching like Academics. I don't know if y'all know who Academics is, but
I think I've heard of him.
I don't know
Maybe.
that. I don't know that I know that name.
he's
I think
basically Triple T for like mainstream hip hop.
Okay.
Okay.
He does deep dives. He'll go through magazine articles and be investigating stuff, and he'll, you know what I'm saying? I haven't seen him do many interviews through live streams and stuff, but just that kind of stuff. And he was covering the beef, and like he was such a like big point in it, to the point that like I was watching his live one day, and Rick Ross, he threw his little hat in the ring too and dropped a little diss track on Drake. He sent the track, he leaked it to Academics on the live. So like the first time it was ever played or heard anywhere was through Academics live. But anyways, on the heels of that, when that died down, I seen Church calling everybody out and doing his whole thing.
Yeah.
And then like kind of another channel popped up and I watched it, and then they were talking about Triple T. Then I watched Triple T's channel, and then I found out about the Rundown, and then I entered the Rundown, and and the rest of it just kind of opened up from there. So.
All right, pretty cool.
Now, did you win the Rundown?
No.
No. Okay. I don't remember who won, or
Yeah,
Jimmy was telling us all about it, because I like.
I was in season 2. The guy that won season 2 was the guy that ended up taking me out. His name's Legacy Adams. Very talented.
Okay.
To this day, still one of my favorites to come through. Like he's really dope, but I don't think he makes. I don't know. I don't know if he just ain't hitting my algorithm no more or what, but I don't see much from him like on socials and stuff.
Yeah.
But his music is really good. Like that dude is a great singer, great rapper, great songwriter. But he ended up taking me out in season 2. I think at that point I was in like the top 12-ish or something like that. And he beat me. He went on to win it. And then in season 3, I made it to the top 4, like the semifinals, and I lost to 501 Bryce, who went on to win it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's so good though, because there's a lot of people who like
Enter.
enter that thing. Like.
Yeah, a lot of talented people too. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Is there anybody in this community, the independent lane, now that you would want to like collab with, or are you more like happy staying solo?
No, there's a bunch of guys that I rock with, and they know that we can work, and they want to work, and I want to work, and it's just a matter of kind of like the right song coming along that fits that artist and stuff. Because I don't like to force anything, and I don't. There for a while when I tried to do like some features in the beginning, and I caught myself like trying to write songs like for them, and then I didn't like kind of like how stuff was coming out that way. So I'd rather make a song naturally, and then like after I do my part of it, if I feel like I can hear whatever artist on it, then I might reach out and see about getting the feature or whatever, or them working. But there's a bunch of guys, and I honestly don't even want to name people just for the sake of like leaving people out. But I've met
no hard feelings.
yeah, I've met a lot of weirdos in this, but I've also met a lot of good people in this. So yeah, there's a long list of them.
Yeah. Did I see? Were you at the Redneck Rave?
Yeah.
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 Oh, we were there.
Yeah, we were there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, I bet we saw you and we didn't even know it.
Yeah. I feel like I did see y'all because but I don't think I really knew who y'all were yet at the time. I think I might have recognized Lacey and not Carol, and then I was like, but I wasn't sure, and there was just so much going on. I was like, I don't know, I'm kind of socially awkward sometimes, so I don't go out of my way to like You know what I mean?
I definitely can be too.
So-
Carol is actually the more outgoing one.
I am.
Funny enough.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
it's so funny. On camera, she can be a little bit more outgoing, but
Yeah.
in person, I would be like, "Hey, TJ, what's up? How you doing? Let's go over here. You want to get a drink?"
Yeah.
You know, like that.
Yeah.
In person, I'm very much, I'm
Yeah.
very, very, very. I'm not shy, not at all. Not even on camera, but
Yeah.
she's more open on camera. So
Yeah.
I just kind of like,
Well, it's just, I mean, this is more of like what I'm used to, I guess.
Yeah.
So it's like, but like going up to people I don't really know, but I know is really weird to me. You know what I
Not
mean? Like,
me.
well, because like when we first went up to, like, we got there, we saw Justin right away, and she was like, "Let's go say hi," and I was like, "I don't want to bother him. I don't know. You know, like that's weird." Like,
and I
because
yell. From
I know
like
so much
across.
about him, but like he doesn't really know me. Like
Yeah.
he's
I didn't
seen me
care.
on socials or whatever, and so to me that's just like weird, right? To be
I
like,
didn't care.
Hey, I know everything about you.
I literally just
So
looked
you
like
don't know
from
who I am?
like
It's
probably
weird.
20 feet away walking towards him.
Yeah.
I was like really loud. I was like,
Who the
who the
fuck
fuck is just in time? And he turned around and of course I think he recognized
Yeah.
I don't think he put names, but he knew the faces right
Yeah.
away. And then
that guy.
it was funny because when I was going to give him a hug, that's where I was a little more awkward. Or like getting a picture, and he was like, "Girl, you better scoot in here like we like each other." And I was like, "Oh, okay," because that's where I was a little awkward. Not anymore. So I've only fangirled over one person. That's the only person I ever fangirled over. But other than that, not Justin, but I've only ever fangirled over one person. Most people, I'm super cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody knows. It's not a secret. Totally fangirled over Adam.
Well, so what was that like? Because you've been putting out videos for a year. Were you performing live before that, or was this one of your first like live performances?
The Redneck Rave was actually like, it would have technically been like my first live show, but okay, let me see. So way back when I first started, I done one little show with a friend of mine, and me and him had done a song together, and he weaseled his way in there, and it was at like a freaking place where they play like heavy metal music and stuff, like and there was like, no, we went at the very end, everybody done left, and then we were like the only rappers, and there was like maybe 6 people there when we did that. So and that was when I was like probably like 19 years old. And that was so long ago that like I felt like I had never been on stage, ever. And then I did like a little open mic thing where they let me do like 2 songs at a venue that was basically just basically a bar full of mostly just artists and artist friends.
Mm-hmm.
I did that when I first started back. That's probably been about 1.5 years or 2 years ago, something like that. But then after that, like no real like shows. And when I got added to the rave, I got nervous and I went and kind of reached out to Adrian Raps. I don't know if y'all know who Adrian is, but I reached out to Adrian. and he-
Yeah, I've seen
Yeah.
I think when we were doing The Fifth Element, I think we came across his
Okay.
videos.
But he sounded
Triple
awful
T does
familiar.
The Fifth Element. I don't know if you've ever
Yeah,
seen it.
yeah.
But yeah, we were
Yeah,
on
he
it the
probably
last
had-
season.
Yeah, he probably had Adrian on there, but Adrian's a good dude. He's another one of the good guys, that I've met in this. And I reached out to him, and he helped get me on a little show up in Tennessee at this place called The Farm. Not a huge turnout, but I went and just kind of like got my feet wet just to kind of like help ease the nerves off a little bit. It didn't help, just to be honest. I had full like crazy anxiety the morning before I had to perform at the rave, but we ended up doing the rave. So the rave, I guess, technically was like my second time or whatever. But yeah.
All right, that's still pretty. Thank you, Candace.
And we see you, Amy.
Right on,
Hello,
man.
hello, hello.
Yes, my first show ever. I got to play the bartender because we were supposed to go on at 8 o'clock, but they made you just go on at 6 before anyone got there. Oh,
Oh no.
yeah. Hey, I mean, it's good practice, right?
Yeah, I can't imagine. I would be like I don't even have like any kind of talents like that. But even speaking in front of a large group, I
Yeah.
think that I like in front of me, staring at me, like that would be odd. Like I
Yeah.
think I would have a hard time with it.
Yeah, to me
Small
that's
groups
the
are
hardest.
Good.
To me, like off of the few, because I've done like one other after that, and like I'll be honest, the hardest part of it to me is the in between songs. I don't really have a problem doing my songs.
Yeah.
Like that just kind of like sticks with me. You know what I'm saying? It's like a muscle memory thing, and I don't really, forget my words or fumble them or whatever. You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
so I don't really have a problem like performing my songs. It's the in between where it's like, like,
Banter,
Like crowd engagement.
hey, yeah, you know, the
Yeah.
crowd work. Like, I don't really know what to say and stuff. You know, I've done it a couple times. I feel like I got a little bit better. And the other artists that I've been at some of those shows with like big lineups and stuff, or like, you know, with a lot of artists that they've done tons of shows, and you know, they all tell me like, bro, no, you're doing great. Like, it's not, you know, it's not as bad as you think it is in your head or whatever. And you know, maybe they're not lying to me. I don't know. We'll see. But
yeah.
That's how I feel too. I'm like, y'all a bunch of liars, whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, but sometimes we're always our worst, like we're our own worst critics. She tells me that
oh,
all
yeah.
the time.
No, it's true.
So because
So,
yeah, I have
yeah.
a tendency to pick every little thing. Like I'll just pick myself apart in every little aspect I can. So
well,
yeah.
and I coach, and so I'm used to speaking to like athletes, you know,
Mhm.
and they're adults in age anyway. Sometimes it's a little bit like herding cats, but so speaking is usually pretty good for me. Like I'm good at like in the moment of that, but like I don't know. Sometimes it like I get more nervous to like fuck something up. Like when we had our buddy Tom on for an interview, like I wasn't nervous to have him on, like just because of his like level of, you know, fame or whatever. But I was more nervous that it would like be boring and like it just wouldn't be fun or something like that. So I get more nervous, I guess, about that. But I think it would be, I would have to just tell a story or something, you know, about each song, or come up with, I don't know. Yeah, that would be hard. I feel like, especially in the moment with everybody just staring at you like, okay, what's next?
Yeah.
So, you know, so do you have any plans to tour though? Speaking of,
To tour?
yeah,
I ain't got no
jump
fans.
on a tour.
He said I've got no fans.
Yeah, or so like
I could-
I know. Go ahead.
I mean, legit, I couldn't sell no tickets like that. No, I mean, the only way that I would do any kind of tour would be for some bigger artist to have one and just like be willing and wanting to bring me along so that I could try to generate fans. That would be the only way that would really, you know what I mean?
Right. Yeah.
But I mean, as far as like just doing shows, I mean, I definitely plan to, you know, keep doing more of them when I can and when I can kind of afford to, and it works out and stuff, you know.
Yeah. Well, I know that they did that on War Tour because we went to War Tour recently,
Mhm.
and we went to a couple of different, 3 different shows. So they in the area they would have, you know, more local people come and open up for them and stuff. So that's, I mean, I think that's a great way to get exposure for sure.
Yeah, I like Target invited me out. Like, you know, he was like, if you can make it to one of these shows, you know, we got you or whatever. And I was just like, I ended up not being able to. Like, it just wasn't in the cards. We had too much other traveling that was like right there, real close to it. That just cost us a lot of money and cost me to be out of work. And I'm self-employed, so like when I'm not at work, I'm just rapidly losing money. So it's like whatever it cost me to go on a vacation, it cost me basically double. So yeah, so it's like it just wasn't in the cards because everywhere, by the time it rolled around, everywhere they was you know, a plane ride away, and you know, it was gonna have to be like a trip. Like it wasn't like I could drive a couple hours, pull up, drive back home type of thing.
Yeah.
So
No, I totally get that. I just moved to Ohio from Texas in June, and before, I was a hairstylist for 22 years, and most of that I was self-employed. So like if I didn't work, I didn't get paid, and whenever I wanted to go anywhere, I had to save up the money I would have made plus the trip money, you know, because there's no PTO for the self-employed. So I totally feel you on that. It definitely makes things a lot harder for sure. So moving on though, I do want to talk more about your song that's coming out. So we did listen, like I said, to those 3 songs that you recommended, and we did have questions about Hardworking Angels, like kind of the story behind that. Especially through that like first verse, I think, is it because that's when it was, right?
I believe so.
Bringing a baby home and then mama not coming home.
yeah, that was the second verse.
Second verse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that song, I mean, those are real lyrics. I mean, you know, my mom, you know, she asked me for a long time, me and my wife, to have kids, and we didn't want to for a long time, and then we finally decided to, and you know, we got pregnant and all that, and then, you know, like right after we had my daughter, she got diagnosed with cancer and ended up not like she didn't even make it to her first birthday. So
Damn.
yeah.
It's yeah.
Well, I
That's
sympathize deeply with all that.
she
so,
can definitely
Yeah.
relate to that.
yeah.
Is that is it hard to listen to those songs back after like writing something about something so deep?
Sometimes, yeah.
Yeah.
It depends on the mood I'm in and things like that. I can, if I'm not in a terrible mood or whatever, I mean, I can listen to that song and it's not too bad. But like,
Mhm.
if I was to listen to that song like around my sister, then
Yeah.
it'd probably be hard,
A little rougher.
or
Yeah.
because she texted me and was like, I was not ready for that. Like you were supposed to, like you should have gave me a heads up
Heads
on
up.
that.
Yeah, you're like
Yeah.
little warning, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I would like to say I'm an emotional music listener.
Mhm.
So things can make me cry very easily in a very emotional song. I can just lose my mind really
Yeah.
fast at a song. So that also makes it for me, a lot of times I listen to those songs and it's a one and done for me. Like if a song really makes me cry, the likelihood is I am not repeating that song. So, and it could be the most beautifully written song, but if it has me like way in my feels, I'm like, great job, but I'm never listening to that again.
Yeah.
Like, and it's unfortunate because that's just how I'm just so, I'm musically sensitive. So,
No, I get that for sure. But it's still a good thing. Like, not that I want to make anybody cry or anything, but it's just good that like I don't know. It's good that it translates. I guess you know what I mean. Like that's what you want. Like I feel like every artist wants to be able to make songs that can really hit somebody in the feels, whether
resonate, yeah.
whether it's like good or bad. Like I mean, it takes a certain delivery and a certain execution, a certain level of creativity and stuff, I guess, to be able to actually let it hit somebody like that. You know what I mean? So
Well, sometimes when I'm listening to a song like that, I either really relate to it or I go through my mind, what was this person going through? And then I'm just empathetic in general. So then I'm just like,
Yeah.
oh my gosh, what, like, holy
Mhm.
crap. And then I want to know the story behind it. You know what I mean? Then I have to ask, or then I want to know. A lot of times it's because somehow I relate to it. So I take whatever your words were and turn it into some way, like to fit my own story. So
Yeah. I don't cry often, so if I do, your shit really hit me. Like in like a personal space or a personal place. I can be empathetic and be sad, but like it takes quite a bit to make me cry, and it's usually because I relate to it like personally. But that's what I love the most about independent music, and why that's what I listen to, is because it's just like everybody's open journals for the most part. Like everybody is writing about the stuff that matters to them or stuff they've been through, and it's therapy for them, and they put it out into the world, and then it becomes therapy for us, and it's just like a beautiful relationship.
yeah.
So what is Help Me Fall about, roughly, without giving too much away?
Help Me Fall is more about like I guess it's a little bit of like, I guess you could just say like mental health and vices.
okay.
Is mostly what it's about, yeah. Without giving too much away or whatever. But yeah, I mean that's in a nutshell that's what it's about. Obviously elaborated on in the song, but yeah.
Yeah, that's I can always relate to the mental health struggles for sure.
Mhm.
And the vices.
Yeah.
All of the above.
Yeah.
Check and check.
Yeah.
Yeah. I haven't had alcohol in 17 months.
Yeah. She's been a trooper with that.
It's hard, not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes I miss it, but
What is
Yeah.
your writing process like for you? Like, do you like just have like an idea and you're like, hey, these lyrics, sound great, and you try to put it to a beat? Like, what is your actual process for you?
I mean, for the most part now, I mean, I'm hoping I get back to this place, but right now I'm just not there. But when I was younger and stuff, I used to be like one of those guys that would come up with ideas or concepts or something and write them down somewhere so I wouldn't forget them, and then make it a point to, go try to turn that into a song. And I would write everything down before I went into the booth and recorded or whatever. But now my setup is like I'm not in my studio now. I brought everything in here because I don't have heat out there. But the studio, like I have a microphone just attached to the desk and all of my stuff. So I literally just sit in front of the computer. So now the process is like I find a beat. If it kind of strikes an idea or whatever, I'll just start recording. And instead of like writing everything down, just as I think about the lines, I just record them instead of writing them first. Yeah. So
Okay.
Interesting.
I like
they
that.
call it punching in. It's almost like it's not. I wouldn't really call it freestyling, but it never really gets written down. Like I never write down my lyrics until like if you look at my last, I don't even know how many videos. For a while now, I've been doing it where like in the description of all my videos, I have the lyrics in the description, and that's always like the first time that I ever actually type out the lyrics.
Wow.
Wow, that's interesting.
That's actually a bit impressive.
Yeah, no, I don't think I've ever heard anybody. Usually, you
Just-
talk about
no.
like you hear a beat and you kind of get inspired to write,
Mhm.
you know, on the beat base of that or whatever. But I've never really thought about it. So, do you generally? I mean, if once you have an idea, are you already thinking about the beat itself that you want to put it to, or do you just kind of have a catalog of beats and you're like, oh, I know exactly like where this is gonna fit?
No, so I'm not a producer. Like I've shopped for beats online or through like a couple producers I know, and like that's another reason that I almost don't write down concepts. Like I still, if I feel like it's a really good one, I do have them written down, but I have executed almost zero of them because I can never find the right beat for them. But while I'm listening to beats, like that beat will give me like a feeling or whatever, like, you know, like just the essence of a song. Like I don't even know what the words are, what the topic is. And, you know, like I said this last night because we talked about this same thing, where and this is very common. This isn't like a me thing. A lot of artists do this, but we call it scatting. I don't know what other people call it, but where I'll just record gibberish. Like if I have like a melody or whatever. So like for like the hook of a song, I'll like just mumble, just say gibberish or sing gibberish just to kind of get the cadence and the pockets and the delivery and the melody down. And then I'll go back and fill it in with words. Sometimes I start with words. It's just different every time. It just kind of depends.
How the mood strikes. But it's very interesting because I've never had anybody, for one, ever. I mean, we've interviewed quite a few people, and no one's ever talked about a process like that.
Yeah.
We never heard anybody talk about scatting either, like that they do
Oh,
such
I know
a
what
thing.
scatting is.
I knew
yeah.
what it was,
Oh,
but
yeah.
like nobody actually said that they did it, like in a
No,
process
yeah.
of writing.
That's pretty.
So,
That's
yeah.
pretty good though. I like it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't think scatting is the technical term. I think scatting, the technical like definition of scatting is like the shooby dooby woo bop dop bam, like that.
Yeah.
Like that's scatting. But like I don't know, that's just what my buddy called it when I first got back at it,
Yeah.
and so that's just what I've been referring to it as. Some other people call it other stuff different, but I know like a lot of big name artists. Like I know Russ does the same thing.
Mhm.
I've seen
I know Russ.
videos of Tory Lane doing the same thing. It's pretty common. You know,
Kind of like just trying to develop like the flow of it, just
yeah,
with
because the
sounds
sound,
rather
the
than
melody.
words.
I mean, the melody. I watched a lot of videos about that too. Like the melody and the sound, like the cadence, all that. Like that melody for sure is like the most important part of the song.
Yeah. And
Like-
how do you go about like? How do you hear a beat and just know, okay, this is the melody? Like you're just basing it off the notes in the music of the beat itself.
Just like
Huh.
that is something that that comes kind of like I guess instinctual. Like I can.
Mhm.
It's weird because sometimes I can't sing a lick and sometimes I can, and then it's hit or miss. I'm trying to get better at singing. That's why like I sing a lot because like I want to be really good at singing. So
I think you have a great singing.
I do too. I was going to say the same thing. Actually,
Yeah.
I think you sing. You
I
sing
love.
beautifully.
I think I might have even said this when we were reacting that like I love when people can rap and sing like
Mhm.
Yeah.
within the same track because I don't like a like linear sound when it comes to my music. I like it to be dynamic in some way, whether that be flow switches or just like going into a more melodic, singing hook versus and rapping in the verses. I like that in my music personally. So, but speaking of like, how do you determine if you're going to like switch the flow in a song? Like when is the right time? Is it because the syllables you're rhyming change, so you got to change it to fit it, or
yeah, sometimes this phone is about to get on my nerves. Sometimes it's it can be that, but most of the time it's just again, like it's an instinctual thing to me. Like I know better than to like let the song get repetitive or
Right.
monotonous. I don't know if that's the right word, but you know,
Yeah.
Repetitive is one of my biggest pet peeves.
Yeah.
Now, I mean, I have songs from back in the day that are like
Mhm.
that, where like I pick a cadence and a pocket for the verse, and the whole verse sounds the same. You know, aside from obviously the lyrics are changing and stuff, and the rhyme schemes and stuff might change, but like the pocket and the cadence and stuff doesn't really change. So I just kind of have just learned that like that's not it, and then it to the point that now like I don't even like to hear it. So like I just don't do it. Like I just like naturally, whenever I'm you know trying to write a verse, I'll go for 4 bars or whatever, and then I'll do that same scatting stuff through the verse, like with the cadence, and I'll intentionally, you know, switch it up every. It might be 4 bars, it might be 8 bars at most.
Right.
You know what I mean, something like that. But yeah,
Yeah, cool. I just love the process. Like it's always just very interesting to me. Like I'm a writer, but I can't do any of the other stuff. I don't know how to that is, but
Yeah.
so I just find it, I'm always fascinated by it. So taking that back to your song that's coming out, how, like, what inspired that song, maybe even process wise, but like, was it the beat you heard first, or was it just a feeling, something you were going through personally, then you were like, I just need to get this out?
it was just the beat first. I mean, that was one of those songs that like Kicks by Famous. He was there when I wrote the song, when I started the song.
Okay.
We was on the patio watching football or something one night, and the football went off and stuff, and I don't remember what it was. Sometimes like if I'm listening to music or something, it'll just strike a nerve in me, and I'm just like, I want to go write a song. Like I just want to go. I just want to be in the studio. So like that's what it was. And I was just like, you want to go to this, you know, walk out here to the studio real quick? He was like, sure, whatever. And went out there, and it was like one of the first couple beats I played, and I just immediately put it into the DAW and put my headphones on and just started recording. And I mean, I'd say probably about 30 minutes later, I had like the hook and the first verse, and then I just left it there, and then I done the second verse later on.
Okay.
To me, I think sometimes I hear people talk about how quickly because like to write a song. If you gave me a piece of paper and told me just to write you a short story, it's going to take me like 2 days. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't consider myself a fast writer, if I'm being honest. Like I'm really not. Like I feel like people sitting in the studio with me, like watching me work, would probably get bored. I have sometimes where it might take me 2 hours to do a verse, or I've even started verses and gotten halfway through them, and I just refuse to let myself finish the verse with bullshit because for the sake of finishing the song. I would rather stop and come back tomorrow
Yeah.
for that verse to be, because it's not like the song has to go out tonight. You know what I'm saying? It's not like I'm releasing it tonight. So what's the rush? Like I'll just come back the next day when I have a, you know, clearer head and finish it with something worthy of the song. Like, so that's just how I think. Like I've got a song right now that I started that's like way different from a lot of anything I've got out. It's almost more of a country song, and I just did it just having fun. And it's a little intro, short verse, and the hook, and I've been sitting on that for like a week now, just listening to it in my truck, just trying to figure out where I'm going with the rest of the song to finish it. I mean,
I like that though, because for me that makes a better songwriter. It doesn't make it like push, forced. You know what I mean? Any of those things, because sometimes I feel like, especially for me, especially when someone can't come up with a good hook, like that's really sad to me. Like you can have great verses and a bad hook can ruin a whole song for me. So, and one of the biggest things I hate is the hook that's really, really repetitive with the same like 5 words. And you said nothing in that hook. It's just the same 5 words over and over and over and over and over and over. I'm like, I get it. I got your point. You know, and so unless you have a really, really like banging beat and fire lyrics, and then you might have a trash hook to me, then I can maybe listen to the song again. But if you don't have a great beat and then just like you can have the best verses, but if you have a really trash hook and not a great beat, Carol's like, nope, not for me. Like, because I have to be in the moment or in the, like, you have to captivate me. I'm a music person. Right. So it has to be something that grabs my attention. And it's hard for me.
Yeah, all that stuff is important. I keep wanting to say every time you mention something like the beat or the hook, I keep wanting to say that's the most important part, but everything can't be the most important. So
Right.
like, but all of it's very important. It's one of those things like with the beat selection is a lot of reasons I might go weeks without creating a song because like I'll be looking for a beat and I just can't find one, and I'll get fatigued on hearing beats I don't like, and I'm like, it's killed my mood. I don't even want to record anything. Like even if I stumbled across a good beat right now, I wouldn't know it because I would everything. I'm just assuming. I'm just in my head like, yep, this sucks too. Like I'm just tired of listening to it. So, but like finding a beat that would almost carry itself without you on it is like the best way to go if you can find one of those. You know what I'm saying? Now do your thing on it and then execute all those other things as well, and you'll have a good song. You know?
Yeah. As I was saying, I was like, I can get over a weak hook if the beat is like really good.
Yeah.
You know, because it's like the feeling you get from the beat. It's and when all the pieces come together, that's when you really, you know, got a solid track. But like I can forgive a mediocre hook for, you know.
Yeah, I promise in a reaction, if we're doing a reaction and a hook comes on that's ridiculously repetitive, she'll automatically just look at me like, oh, here we go. Because we know that I'm going to probably say something about
her
that.
face has subtitles.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does. But because I can be really into a song and then like this hook will drop and I'm like, oh, come on. You know, like you just crushed my whole dream. Like this like great song. I feel like that sometimes. But I mean, it has to be super repetitive for me. And sometimes, depending on how you do it and your inflections with repetitiveness, sometimes it's catchy as hell. And then I'm good. But if you fall flat, like it can be kind of rough. So, but you know, that's just my little soapbox. And I'll go ahead and hop right on down.
You're just recognizing, I mean, good music really, because like I was about to say what you just added to it right there at the end is like there is a way for a repetitive hook to work. You just gotta be able to execute it. You know what I'm saying? You gotta switch it up. If you're gonna say the same words over and over again, you need to be switching up something else in there. Like the beat needs to be doing something crazy, or like the delays, or the ad libs, or the just or the cadence switch, or a melody with it, or something. You know what I mean?
That's what I was going to say. Like, throw me an ad lib here and there, like, and make sure the next time around it's a different ad lib. Don't give me the same, like, you know. Because sometimes I feel like when you have a really repetitive beat, I want to be like, here's the pen and pad, go back. Now don't be lazy. Come up with something. You know, but I also don't write songs, right? I'm just out here judging people like I know what the hell I'm doing. You know, I don't know. I can't write a damn song for nothing. You probably get a bebop to do bop bop from Carol. Like that's like I don't know shit.
What you just said there, that made me think of 8 Mile.
8 Mile. Here's the pen and pad, go back. Yeah.
It was like, don't come back until something dope hits you.
Fuck
it, you can take the mic home with you. That's what I meant. Yeah.
Yeah. Like
sometimes that's how I feel about it.
Yeah.
So
it is because you just.
But also, like you, I don't know, like. One thing I do like about your music a lot is you have really good bar structure, and like your song structures and production is really, really good. So whatever you're doing on that side, like it sounds good coming across. It sounds like top tier. It sounds really good. And we listen to a lot of music, especially doing the Fifth Element. You know, we had to really go through because it was all an independent artist under 25K subscribers. That is incredibly hard to specifically search for, let me tell you.
I can imagine.
Yeah. So we went through a lot and we found some dope new artists. And
and then not
others we were like,
not so much,
not that one.
And that was really hard because Triple T has a lot bigger of a following, and so all his people get to see Carol's subtitles because I'm just like, okay, you know. And then sometimes people don't like it when you don't like their favorite artist or whatever it might be. So sometimes I've generated my own little hate. It's fine. But, I'm just like, whatever. Don't be mad because your person needs to do better. That's how I feel sometimes. But
I mean, hey, if you don't, but see, I don't know about like, as far as the fans or whatever, everybody can feel how they want to feel. But like, as far as the artist, like you got to understand that you're opening yourself up to ridicule anyways. Like, I mean, like I get compliments on my stuff all the time. I get a lot of love over here. Still, I post a snippet of my song and there's a rando on YouTube Shorts
Oh,
that'll
yeah.
comment and be like, "No, bro, sorry, this sucks. I had to turn this off." Like I still get that. You know what I mean? It's not like it doesn't. Everybody can't be pleased. Everybody's not going to like your music, so it's just one of those things that comes with it. So, you know, if somebody tells you suck and you get butthurt about it, then you probably need to chase a different dream.
Yeah.
Oh, I go at it in the comments with people like that all the time because I'm like, you're a liar because you're here typing, so you couldn't have turned it off. So you're still listening to it.
Right? Yeah, it's playing right now while you're.
Dumbass.
While you're typing.
Yeah.
So stop lying.
I can't even check my comment that I left you without hearing it. Okay,
Yeah.
so I know you're a liar.
I'm trying to learn to be nicer and try to learn more constructive criticism instead of just criticism.
Oh, the music.
Yeah, the music.
I was like, no, I'm not trying to be nicer in the comments.
She's typically more
those people.
constructive with her criticism, and I'm trying to be more constructive with my criticism.
Amy's trolling Carol.
Listen, Amy, sit down.
Amy Kins Forever. She does reactions and she makes music too. She's been made the switch from kind of more of a rock metal sound to rapping.
To rapping, yeah. She was just here last weekend visiting us. So yeah, she's trying to give me a hard time because I'm wearing a blue shirt. Anyways, stop it.
Yeah.
She's our liberal friend because we are a little more
pastor.
conservative, but yeah, she's our liberal friend.
Yeah.
And she likes to tease me. Look, she even puts giggles. She's funny. Amy Kins Forever. So Amy, check out TJ Sanders.
Yes, he's dropping a new song tomorrow at 6:30. Go hit the notification button on the video so you get notified when that video drops.
Okay, listen, promo for you right now. Got it live.
Ring the bell on the whole page so you
The
get
whole
notification every time I drop it.
Yeah.
Subscribe to the channel first, then hit the notification bell on the other video, and then watch all of the other videos that are on.
Yeah, and then make sure you go in there and you like and comment on those. That helps his algorithm.
All of those. And share them through every social media that you have. Text it to your whole contacts list.
All of it.
He sounds like me for our page. I'm like, tell your friends, to tell your friends, tell your friends, tell their moms. Like, just tell everybody.
Everybody's welcome. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Are these songs like leading up to an album? Do you have any like plans to put out an album or just kind of doing the solo song thing for now?
I'm just doing the solo song thing for now. We talked about that a little bit. So rumor has it singles is the way to go for like an artist my size, you know, and it just like I'm still trying to build, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm still trying to build a following just in general. Like my social medias are not great in terms of like followers and reach and things like that. So I'm just trying to like make music videos because that gives me some content and try to keep content flowing and just kind of like trying to get my name out there. And I think the singles is just kind of the best way to do that. I do want to put out an album just because I've got one out, but you know, it's old. It was like when I first started back, and I mean, I'm pretty sure it's a little over a year old now. And so I do want to put out another one. I think what I am going to do though, is I'm going to go back and like all these songs that I dropped in the past year, I'm going to take probably, maybe not all of them, but probably like 8 or 10 of them. And because there's a lot of them that like, they sound kind of in the same vein, like they would sound cohesive together on an album. I just want to put them on an album together just for the sake of organization. Like when you go to my Spotify or Apple Music or whatever, you can kind of find all of those songs.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because chances are,
like a mixtape.
Yeah. Because like chances are, if you like Nothing Left, you'll probably like Forgive Me. You'll probably like Grinding in Silence. You know, and those types of songs. So I just kind of put them all in one place.
Yeah, I was curious because I can't remember where I heard it, but some other artists were talking about the same thing. Like they, you know, not really looking to do a bunch of more albums because really it seems like fans like, you know, are liking more of the singles, more of the collabs. They like to see their favorite artists collabing together. You know, kind of like we were saying how we have this like community of people and everybody knows everybody, and you know the fan bases are like just cross pollinated everywhere. And it does seem like, I mean.
Yeah,
they do really well.
And we'll continue to just spread the word as we grow. You know, we'll just keep TJ Sanders.
I go and I like to support like our other reactor friends. So when they're doing like live reactions, I'll go in and drop a dono and like,
Hey, react to this guy.
yeah,
Hey, react to this person.
whatever. And
Yeah, because
you
like
know.
she really loves to support
Mhm.
all of the other reactors. She's much better at it than I am. I'm sometimes a horrible friend when it comes to my reactor friends because I've been watching their videos and I like them, but I never comment. I'm
Yeah.
so bad. So I'm starting to get better because we have a couple reactor friends that are always make sure that they're in our comments. They always say, so and so, ladies, good job, whatever it might be. And I'm always like, oh yeah, Nelson, I saw yours, but good job from through IG because I don't actually go into. So I'm getting better. Even if I just start leaving a heart, gives them something in their algorithm. So yeah, but we'll spread the word to some of our reactor friends, like we just did with Amy. She said she'll check you out. So yeah. And then we'll, and some of our reactor friends have bigger platforms. So, you just keep spreading the word. And we'll do whatever we can to get you out there. 100%.
I'm gonna drop this thing.
Grateful for any of the help, but yeah, I get what you're saying with like the social, like the comments and stuff, because like I'm kind of like even like with my social medias, I'll sometimes like I almost don't. I ain't gonna say I don't get on there and like doom scroll for like entertainment. Sometimes I definitely do, but sometimes it's not even like any of my friends' content that I'm seeing. I'm just seeing like some random dude building a house out of sticks in the middle of the woods or something. And
cooking a steak on a rock, like
yeah, that dude is that's like and stuff like that. And but aside from that, I really just like I'll post my content and then like just like be gone from it. You know what I mean? And then I'm like, man, you need to like make it a point to like interact with your friends more,
so good at that. So good.
Yeah.
I try.
And then always like, why does everybody like you? Why does everybody know your name? Nobody knows who I am. She's like, maybe talk to them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
You got to
pretty
say hey every once in a while. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm really bad about it.
if y'all look if you're in the chat, I posted the link to his video that's dropping tomorrow, and that'll take you to his channel. So make sure and subscribe, and also get ready for that video tomorrow.
Absolutely.
6:30 p.m. EST. Detail.
Before we end up letting you go, is there anything in particular that you would want to let the audience know about yourself or how to find you, like your socials, plug yourself?
So all of my socials, I'm on, I don't do Twitter or Snapchat, but Facebook, TikTok, Instagram are all TJ Sanders Music. So you can find me on all those platforms, TJ Sanders Music. As far as about myself, I don't like to talk about myself.
Put him on the spot. I did. Jeez.
I'm gonna talk shit about myself because I don't like to brag on myself or sound like I talk like I got a big head or something. I don't know, but I mean, unless you want to know something, you're gonna have to ask a question if there's something you want to know.
No, hey, I love the honesty. The honesty. Okay, real quick, I do have a quick question for you. Do you have any hobbies outside of music? Anything that you like to do outside of music?
Yeah. I mean, well, these days it's really just like hang out with the family any chance we get some free time. But before the toddler, I used to do like I'm a car guy, I used to, be into, I mean, I still have like the car that's in the Nothing Left video. That's my car. That's my my weekend warrior car or whatever. Like I've had that thing since 2013. I've done a ton of work to it. I've had it for so long, and yeah, there ain't another bolt on that car I ain't touched. So car stuff. I used to race dirt track, like circle track, that kind of stuff.
No, okay.
Well, some fun rapid fire questions just to end it with some fun. If you were if you were one of the Ninja Turtles, which Ninja Turtle would you be?
I was never that big into the Ninja Turtles, so I don't really.
Broken heart.
They're all like the same, right? They just wear different colors.
They all have different personalities.
They do have different
I am
personalities.
definitely a Michelangelo for sure. I'm a Mikey.
Hey, you're older than him though.
Power Rangers? I don't know.
I mean, I know what they are. I don't. Yeah, not that either. I mean, I probably watched it as a kid, but I don't know enough about their personalities to be able to pick one.
Okay.
This is his rapid fire shooting down the questions.
Pineapple on
Sorry.
pizza, yes or no? Pineapple on pizza.
No.
Okay.
Oh.
Who would win in a rap battle? Godzilla or King Kong?
I don't know.
He's like, what is it with your weird ass questions, people?
Hey, we like to do the fun
Oh.
rapid fire questions, the random ones. It's really just preference, I think.
Yeah.
King Kong wasn't that in like New York or something, and then Godzilla's where like in China or something. I don't know of any
I
good
like that.
rappers in China.
Yeah, I like his. I like his.
I like
reasoning.
that. That's logical.
His reasoning.
That's probably the best answer I've
The
ever
best
gotten.
answer ever. to it.
Literally.
Ever.
Right
You know
on
what?
point.
And you know,
Yeah.
and you know, and rapid fire is always literally here to make you smile.
Hey! Famous has a good point. Godzilla literally spit fire, didn't he?
Oh, that's a good one. Okay.
Listen.
So it's definitely going to be a 3-rounder for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
King of the
Might be a
Dots.
nail biter.
Nice. Some nail biter.
Yeah.
All right, ladies and gents. Well, we've had Mr. TJ Sanders with us for took up much of his time, an hour of his time tonight. I'm glitching out. I've been up early. It's fine. So make sure you guys go like, comment, and subscribe over to TJ Sanders' page. We have it linked below to his new video, so you can find it. Make sure you hit that bell so you get notified anytime he drops new music. You can find it right away. And then make sure you check him out on his socials. Again, that was TJ Sanders Music, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Music. Okay.
Mhm.
And he's on Facebook, Instagram, and you are on IG, TikTok. I'm like, IG already said that. That's Instagram. I'm glitching out in real time, folks. So with all of that being said, Lacey, do you have anything you need to say to wrap it up?
No, I just really appreciate you coming on and giving us your time. And I cannot wait to hear the song. Well, really, we'll react to it. And I'm excited to see where you go from here, because I think you really have a strong talent.
A lot of potential to be.
Yeah, definitely,
Something
definitely
really
one of the
special.
bigger names in the genre for sure, in the game in general. So I really think you should definitely keep going, because you definitely have the it thing.
Yeah, just keep punching your way through those walls.
Well, thank y'all. That means a lot. Sometimes it's hard to keep going. I'm not gonna lie, but I appreciate y'all, and thank y'all for having me up and giving me a platform to speak on and help kind of get some awareness out for the new song. Maybe somebody will see it tomorrow.
And you know what? And sometimes TJ's how I look at it. It only takes just that one person to show that one person to show that one person, and then you've got that trickle effect. And sometimes it may not be reaching the masses at the moment, but even if it reaches, just here and there, you're plucking away, and then before you know it, there it is. And because when you have a good talent, and a solid talent, people will notice it and they will see. We just got to get you out there and make them see.
We'll definitely keep spreading it.
Yeah. And we're really pushy. So we'll just keep
just annoy the shit out of everybody with TJ.
Until they
Yeah.
I
have no problems doing that.
She doesn't, honestly. She doesn't.
I don't.
No.
I think it's part of my charm, honestly.
It is really. Yeah. And people are just like, okay. And then they go listen and they're like, oh,
this
yeah,
relentless bitch. All right, fine.
Yeah. And then they're like, this person's dope. And then see, that's all it takes, just that one person to then tell the next person. So I definitely there's going to be great things for you. You are so also very, very young. So you have got so much is there for you. So I will be in your corner for sure.
Well, thank y'all so much.
Yes.
Sure, absolutely. And with all that, we'd like to thank you so much for being here today. Guys, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to this video if you want to get notified anytime. Me and this one right here, me and Lacey, drop something new, and we'll see you guys next time. Peace out.
Thank y'all.
So you can visit with his family.
Yeah.
Volume on that TV the whole time. Is your remote
Under me? Under you? Look. Under Lacey.
All right. You ready? Yep. All right.
we got posted. We got
Yeah, we came prepared. Yeah. It's been a long road, and it's pretty cool because we saw you at the beginning of it.
Let's show what y'all doing. Putting hard work in. And everything I got, bet your ass I earned it. Oh, earn it. Oh, earn it. You wanna make clean money, gotta get dirty. You rap on the street, let's get what? I'm saying we ain't never gonna run though. You ain't, but you got the right one though. You gon' eat it out when we eat it up. If you want some, you gon' have a rock.
And now the very last one, which I'm super blessed to like be here for.
Ready, go.
All right.
Are we rolling right now?
All right, fam. Welcome back to the channel. It's me, your girl Lacey, and your girl Carol with an E.
That's me.
And we have an extra special guest with us today. The man, the myth, the legend, Mr. Adam Calhoun.
Thank you guys so much. Do I look at that thing?
He said, you fucked it up enough. Sit down. Go ahead, down.
We can get it on. Who want war? I'm so fucked up in this place. I can't feel my face, my face. You can call the law. They ain't gonna come. I'm so fucked up in this place. I can't feel my face, my face. I'm crazy. All my people crazy. I'm crazy. All my people crazy. We can get it